Hi there, this is David with Yellow Weld. I'm checking in to do another part in our series on pricing and frequently asked questions. So today we're going to be talking about interior railings. This is really common in homes and businesses and really anywhere that has stairways. They all need railings for accessibility and for safety. So this is really similar to our last topic that we did on exterior railings. If you haven't seen it, it may be worth checking that video out as well if you are looking for information on railings. So the major difference between this video and the last video is there were certain material choices and finishing options that are going to be less applicable for indoor use. Some of those things that we talked about last time are really just to mitigate the effects of something being exposed to the elements outdoors, and certain choices we make so that you can get a reasonable service life out of a product and you don't see it rust and degrade too quickly. So this is less of an issue here for indoor stuff. So what's most common is a mild steel railing with a high quality paint finish on it. You could choose to powder coat this. It's less common for indoor things. And with that combination, you can make a railing look like a lot of different things. You have a lot of choices here, and depending on the design, the price is going to fluctuate depending on how intricate this is. And if you are looking for something maybe more modern looking or architectural, which is common in commercial spaces or businesses or places with a lot of stainless steel might be a good option. This is going to be a more expensive option. The material is more expensive, and though you don't have to put paint on this product to preserve it or to keep it looking shiny and new, there is a certain amount of finishing required for this type of thing, where you may be putting a polish or a metal finish on this, which is basically a scratch pattern. If you think of your kitchen appliances that have stainless on them, how they have a grain, like a brushed look to them, this is something that takes time and effort to put into metal, and it takes time and effort to preserve it. So sometimes we can buy material that has this scratch pattern, but as through the course of working on it, it's very easy to scuff that up. So it takes extra care and attention to make sure that that's preserved so your final product looks the way that you intend. So these come in all ranges of styles and prices, so it's hard to boil this down into something super simple. But if you are looking for something basic and utilitarian, we can make this relatively cost effective for you for most budgets. And if this is something that you want, something very aesthetic and something very fancy, it could get expensive. And I think that that's sort of typical in any sort of building operation. There's a lot of different tiers, and depending on what you want to pay, you can get a lot of different outcomes there. So to know for sure, we would have to have a discussion, and we'd have to hear a little bit more about what you had in mind, the space that it's going in, how large it is, and what sorts of finishing options you're interested in. So if you check out the additional information below, there will be some pricing information that you can check out. This is very basic. Please reach out if you have any questions or if you have a particular project that you want more specific answers on, and we'd be happy to talk about that with you. Just like any other project, there are other costs associated with building a railing, such as design, estimation, install, and we'll have to just find out the scope of your project and hear about how large it is, and we will have to adjust accordingly. So please reach out. We would love to talk to you and hear about what you have planned. Take care.